Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in for game number 2 of this regional slow pitch softball matchup between the Mustang Broncos and the Union Redhawks. He's Sean Forum, Jim Douthit, and game 1 went the way that you wanted it, the way that we expected it, right?
Sure did.
And as we welcome you into the broadcast here, you're going to notice that the Mustang's going to take the field, and so there was a coin toss to decide who was going to be home, and if that's the only thing that Union loses in this game number 2, we're happy.
I'll be happy with it.
We'll be happy for it. So Mustang got here because they ruled Enid in the first game, and that game was over in, I believe Andy told me, 43 minutes. So they came out and took care of business. We didn't quite rule them, but I'm going to say there was never a lot of doubt in that game.
There wasn't. We never the only time we did not have a lead was at the bottom of the first inning when after Enid put up 1.
Yep. They put up 1, and then everybody seemed to calm down, and the bats came alive.
Bats come alive. We just need to continue that on this game and the next game.
Yep. Monica Franklin with a home run, and everybody, everybody contributed top to bottom in that lineup.
And
everybody did.
That's what we need.
Leading off for Union, number 6, Lily Hance. So Hance will step in. Hance was about the only spot that didn't get any hits. She was 0 for 4. Couple of well-hit balls.
A little bit of snake bit there in that first game.
Mm-hmm. But a chance to redeem herself here, and it's 1-1.
That's the great thing about this sport. There's always another chance.
Mm-hmm. To first, Kuykendall gobbles it up, and there's 1 away. So defensively for the Broncos, Prado, Factor, C, and Hannon in the outfield. Left side of the infield, Anderson and Keel at third and short. Sessions and Kuykendall at second and first. And the battery is Pegram and McGahee. And there's 2 away. Franklin pops out to Sessions, who came way over to make that play. Pitcher, JC4. One of the things that these girls aren't doing that they did in the first game is patience.
Right.
And they're excited. They're jazzed up.
Yes, they are. They got that win, that first big win, and just settle the nerves.
Mm-hmm. That's it. 4 lifts that to right field, and that's off the wall. That ball just continued to carry 4 on her horse, and she's going to get in safe with a double. Boy, and it was funny that as soon as that left the bat, it didn't look like it was going very far.
It just kept going.
Yep. And C and Hannon out there just kind of kept looking at it, and it kept going. And they'll get a pinch runner. Outfielder, number 15, Alex Magara. So Magara checks in. Runner on second. 2 away. First pitch is deep. And I remember who was running for JC, but I've forgotten that.
Caitlin Bird.
And Caitlin Bird, there you go. Caitlin steps in. It's going to run for her all night. If you missed the story about the broken toe at JC4, we might relive that sometime this afternoon for those of you that may be just joining us. Unless you're sneaking away and watching it on your computer at work. In that case, I won't tell your boss. 3-1 now. 3-2 on the outside corner.
Close pitch, but and that's you can take that, but you can't take the next one.
Right. So full count here. But she did take it.
Yeah.
And she's going to walk on down to first.
2-out walk.
Yep. So runners at first and second. Third baseman, Tensia Norman. And Norman will step in. Now Tensia walked, had 3 base hits. So she was 3 for 3 in that first game. Another one of those hot bats. And that's lifted. And there's 3 out. But not before a double by 4 and a walk by Magara extended the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Mustang coming up. we're back live here. Leading off for the Broncos, shortstop, Hannah Keel. So Keel step in. Meeting on the mound of the Mines. The senior and JC4's got everybody set. And we're underway. So got to talk to JC just for a moment between games. It's that slap to Franklin. She gobbles it up, and there's one away. What was her assessment of how the girls did?
Good, but can be better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know,
that sounds just like her. Yep, sounds just like her. That's for sure.
That ball's scorched
out, but right to Hansen. There's two away.
That ball was hit hard.
That was. Catcher, Kyra McGahee. So McGahee steps in now. Two away quickly. And that's scorched as well. Put right to Megara.
Doesn't matter how hard they are hit if they're right at somebody.
That's right. And the Broncos go 1, 2, 3. We head to the second quickly. 6, 7, 8 coming up. Left fielder Danny Perez. Pegram, first pitch outside. That's lifted out. Nice running grab there.
Good play by the right fielder.
Yep. And Mustang has proven early on here that they're ready to play some defense.
That's what I asked Coach Morgan last week when we found out we were playing Mustang, and we have not played them this year at all.
Right.
He said they can pick it pretty good. So,
when I think you and I talked about a couple times on the air earlier in the season about this is the great thing about slow pitch is working on the fundamentals.
Yes.
In fielding, because obviously you don't work on pitching really, you know, but everything else you can work on. To second, gobbled up and out. So just so everybody that's watching right now on the Union Sports Network, one of the things that I want to tell you about second baseman Bailey Dickerson. As we welcome in Bailey Dickerson, as the scorebud's a little backwards, having forgotten, or to be honest with you, not knowing that there's a coin flip to decide who's home and who's first. That's why the scorebud looks a little bit different than what it should be. So Mustang is the home team, and Union is the away team, even though we got a little home field advantage here. And it's 2-1.
I couldn't tell on that last pitch if he called a ball or a strike. So.
Well, 3-1. Good eyes by Dickerson. A little two-out rally, be okay by me. That's lifted out to right. Couple of players call for it. But I believe Prado will make the catch. So Union goes in order. And 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Broncos. get on over to the concession stand located on the first base side of the field. Leading out for the Broncos, pitcher Emerson Pegram. So Pegram will step in. First pitch swinging, and she gets the first hit of the afternoon for the Mustangs, as it's a base hit.
Line drive in the 5-6 hole.
Yep. First baseman Kylie Kuykendall. Kuykendall steps in. Pitch runner at first for the pitcher is
Mackie Vaught.
Yeah, Mackie Vaught. Thank you, Mr. Ford. Home plate umpire telling J.C. Ford she's a little high on that.
Little high.
Little high.
Little high, little deep.
Just like that. She corrects it, and it's a strike. So it's a 1-1, nobody out here after Pegram got a base hit. And that's a seeing eye single right through the 3-4 hole, and that's going to advance the runner to third. The throw, not in time, but that'll advance the runner to second. I think that's one of those things you got to eat it there.
Yeah,
right?
You got. She was already there. Now you have two runners in scoring position instead of just one.
Right. And this is where they've got to relax a little bit. Right fielder Riley Hannon. So Hannon steps in, nobody out. Runners at second and third, and Kuykendall and Pegram. And that'll catch the inside part of the plate. It's 0-1. A Mustang, it appears, can rake a little bit. So we'll see. But again, with a record of 12-13, you know, it's tough to tell just by a record. And that'll be a bloop single. Megara in to cut it off, and she'll properly throw it into second and not try to get the runner at third.
Right.
Next, going to bring in second baseman Mackenzie Sessions. So Sessions steps in. Again, nobody out. Runners at the corners. This is where little time called by the home plate umpire as 4 was into the windup. She'll back off, and now she delivers to Franklin. Over to second in time there, and they get the, not the lead runner per se, but an out. You're trading out for a run.
Trading out for a run. Just 2 runs now. No big deal.
Mm-hmm. And the outfielder Olivia C steps in.
I'm going to assume that was a ball.
Nothing was said, and that's roped into center. Megara off her glove. She can't control it, and the runners will advance to second and third. Megara's got to come up with that and play it cleanly.
Yeah. She was trying to do it too fast and get the runner at second.
Center fielder Shelby Factor. This is where these girls need to push back a little bit. I had a conversation with Andy Irwin earlier about the fact he was surprised that Mustang was in this position because they're usually a pretty solid team top to bottom. There's 2 away. And so for us to be playing them, it's kind of like, okay, why are they here? You know, are they fudging a little bit? Left fielder Alexis Prieto. Just like that, 2 away. And you want to get this out here because you don't want to roll over the roster, if you would. As this is the number 10 hitter, and you're going to go back to 1, 2, 3, although they went 1, 2, 3 in the first.
They did.
You know, see what happens here. Tipped, just foul.
But that's
and that's it. That's it. That's the out. So Union escapes with only allowing 2 runs. Mustangs up 2-0. Union coming up top of the 3rd. Leading off for Union, catcher Tranea James. So James steps in. First pitch swinging to 3rd. Over to 1st. High throw. And James will be safe at 1st. Nice hustle down the base pads by the catcher. And a high throw gets her.
It's like we said in the first game, you know, put the ball in play, good things will happen.
Yep. Zog steps in now. She kind of bloops it. First baseman can't handle it. Throw there. Out at out at 2nd, excuse me. And Hans will step in. Center fielder Lily Hans. So Lily steps in. She's 0 for 5 on the day, if you will. She went 0 for 4 in the first game, and then she grounded out. And just like that, she pops it out. And a nice play there. Boy, that definitely fooled Factor out there in left center, and she quickly recovered. And there's 2 away. Shortstop, Monica Franklin. That's lifted out to right center. And Union goes 1, 2, 3, 4, if you will. Leave a runner on. Top of the 4th coming up. Here we go. Back live. Shortstop, Hannah Keel. So as I jokingly was coming out of, not jokingly, I really made the mistake. Bottom of the 3rd, not top of the 4th, bottom of the 3rd now. Broncos come to the plate. Up by 2. Two and 0. Strike on the inside part of the plate and 2-1. Swung on to center. Hands over to get it. Keels on with a base hit. Third baseman, Eden Anderson. That's lifted high. Perez underneath it. Nice play by her. There's one away.
There's a major league pop fly right there.
That was. Just, again, I know we said it a few times. Catcher, Kira McGee. Roped back to 4, to second for 1, over to first. Oh, not in time. As Williams can't handle the throw. That would have been a double play easily. But there's 2 away. Nice job by 4 to get it over to Dickerson. Nice throw. Williams has just got to come up with it.
I think she took her eye off of it. Hit off the top of her glove.
So the pinch runner will come in. Is number 3, Natalie Delgado. Courtesy running, Natalie Delgado. Emerson Pegram will step in now. It was a nice transfer. And a great job by 4 to get it in. Second base, and that'll get roped out. Hands under it, throwing quickly into second, didn't get her. But a great thought there to try to get the lead runner.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness there.
First baseman Kylie Kuykendall come in now. She doubled back in the second. As the great Brad Mueller makes his presence known up here in the press box. I think you're on the wrong sport, sir. Oh, that's lined up Norman. Boy, look what she found. Great diving stop there.
Good play.
And a great way to end this inning. Union still down by 2. Top of the 4th now coming up. Leading off for Union, pitcher J.C. Ford. So J.C. steps in. Really no panic here, right, Sean?
No panic at all.
I mean, it's one of those things that...
In slow pitch softball, you're really never really...
out of it. Boy, and that's well hit, but right to the first baseman in Kuykendall. And there's one away. Outfielder Alex Megara. So Megara walked in her first out at bat. That's going to be, nice little seeing eye single there, to the little looper. And that's a base hit.
JC absolutely scorches one, is an out. And she just looped one in there.
She mentioned that between games. Third baseman, Tensia Norman. She mentioned that while you were taping up her foot. I think she said something about that. Pop foul, out of play. 0-1. So Tensia, last game she walked and had 3 base hits. So she's 3 for 3 in her first game. She popped out in the first inning of this game. And that's well hit. Back, and a nice job there by Factor. As the wind might have fooled her on that a little bit. But either way, there's 2 away. Left fielder, Danny Perez. As Perez steps in, Megara still at first, and that's up over the head, and that'll be a base hit.
Good piece of hitting there. Just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yep. First baseman, Jocelyn Williams. So 2 outs. Morgan flashing some signs over to first base. That's outside, ball 1. If you can, I'd try to take some pitches here on Pegram. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you're down 2. It's the top of the 4th.
Make her throw strikes.
Make her throw strikes
right,
to you.
Right. Well, the patience that we saw in the first game really hasn't been that patient this game. And that's going to get through. He'll send the runner play at the plate, and it's not going to happen. And just like that, Union gets a run back on a seeing eye single by Williams.
Good piece of hitting there by Williams.
Second baseman, Bailey Dickerson. And just like that, Union's back in the game. And you talked about it. You're never out of it.
Never out of it.
Seems that way anymore for sure in slow pitch. So Dickerson steps in. That's lifted out. That's going to fall in all the way to the wall. One will score. They're going to dig for home and try. Going to be out at third, but not before the run, and everybody's safe. She got under the tag. And just like that, 2 more runs score, and Union goes up 3-2. I'm not 100% sure what kind of slide that was for Dickerson.
A little Houdini act over there at third.
Oh, my.
So 3 runs with 2 outs. Gotta love it.
And James steps in. And it was a well-hit ball. They were going to score 2 on it for sure.
Correct.
But for Dickerson to end up at third was probably a gift, as that throw beat her for sure. Now that's a slow squibbler back to the pitcher, and they get out of the inning. But not before Union comes across with 3 runs. Union up 3-2, headed to the bottom of the 4th. So I believe Riley Hannon's going to be coming up here, if I'm correct.
Number 8?
Yep, that'd be the right fielder. Leading off for the Broncos, the right fielder, Riley Hannon. So Hannon will step in. She singled her first time up. Part of that 2-run second inning. To Perez, to Franklin, and almost in time, but a great job by Franklin to back that up.
That took a giant hop of Norman.
It did. It did. Norman couldn't field it cleanly. And Mackenzie Sessions will step in now to Dickerson. Out at second. Couldn't handle the bobble, and I'm kind of wondering if Dickerson shouldn't have tried to handle that on her own.
She was close enough. She
may have,
but
then turning her body back to make the throw, that wasn't going to happen.
Just Just get one.
Yep.
You know, just be sure of one out. That's all you need to do.
And she did. She did, although it was kind of bobbled. I think Monica wasn't too sure that Bailey was going to kind of toss it to her like that.
Right.
So that's that communication piece. But
and the good thing is they've played, those two have played second and short almost the entire year, if not the entire year.
Right. And so that's going to breed a lot of familiarity for sure. And then they'll probably take both of those positions come the fall in fast pitch, I would imagine, don't they?
Franklin will probably play shortstop. Or
she's catcher. That's
yeah.
right. Franklin's the catcher there.
Yeah,
that's right.
She'll
I
catch
remember
in the
that
fall.
now. Yep, that's true. That's
Especially
true.
now that JC will be graduating.
Moving on to great things. But not her last hurrah.
No,
Not at all.
It's not the end. It's the beginning.
That's
of something new.
3-2 now. Roped. Oh, Dickerson just can't get it, but a good job by her to knock it down.
I think the pitch before that, JC really wanted a strikeout.
Yep. Yeah, I think she did too. Center fielder Shelby Factor. So runners at first and second, one away. Great job. What I like seeing here, Sean, is the fact that they've been able to kind of contain it. They haven't let the wheels fall off.
Right.
They've got a force now at 3 of the 4 bases. And fundamentally, they're looking good. Looking good. That'll be inside. 3-0. JC's got to settle down and throw some strikes here. Like that. Swung on and hit well. That'll go over the wall, or excuse me, over the head and to the wall. One will score, and we've got a tie ball game. As Shelby Factor doubles to center.
That was well struck.
It'll pick up an RBI.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Yeah, we're going to have a pinch hitter here. And number 19, Casey Cowling.
Yeah.
Now batting Casey Cowling. So Casey Cowling will step in here. We'll see what she does. First pitch swinging, and she pops it up.
Good job. Good job there by James backing up that throw.
And we're back to the top of the order. And Hannah Keel. So 2 away, runners at. Oh, and a big stretch by Franklin.
Nice play by Monica.
Boy, and she takes away at least 1 run, if not 2.
Good, great play right there.
Showing the length and that she has. So Franklin makes the great grab. But the Broncos come back with a run and tie it at 3. We head to the top of the 5th. Union coming up. Leading off, right fielder Harmony Zog. And some fans come alive saying, let's go. You may have picked that up, the one dad down there.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
I don't know either, but that was exciting. I wish all the fans would bring that kind of energy right now as that swung on and foul 0-2 to Zog. And Zog was looking to swing at the fence there. She struck out. We head back to the top of the order, and Lily Hant steps in. And Lily again.
A little bit snake bit right now.
Yep. 0 for 6 on the afternoon. She'll first pitch swing and pop that one up as well. To Keel. It's out number 2. Well, and if that's something that I think Coach Morgan just needs to say, hey, kid, chill out.
Yeah.
Relax a little bit. Take a breath. Look at some things. As Franklin steps in. She's been swinging a hot bat. She'll take that opposite field. That's going to go to the wall. She'll get to second easily, and she's going to stay there with a double. So on the afternoon so far, Monica's got 2 doubles, a triple, a home run, a sac fly, and popped out twice. Oh, my.
She's swinging a hot bat?
Yep. Pitcher, JC4.
They're going to intentionally walk her.
Interesting. So they're going to walk JC to bring up the force at first, second, and third, and bring in Megara, who walked and got a base hit.
Correct.
So
they're playing the percentages here.
Sure.
I don't know for sure. JC has a really high batting average. She hits,
monsters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost 7 out of 10 times
Right.
she gets a base hit.
Right.
So, and that's just, that's respect right there.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Megara pops one out, and if the wind helps us, it won't. But a good job by Mustang to intentionally walk 4 for Megara. And Union threatens but can't get anything across. We're back after this. Leading off for the Broncos, third baseman, Eden Anderson. So Eden Anderson steps in here, popped out in the first and the third. She's 0 for 2. 3-3 ball game, and I kind of like this. It's tight.
Good game.
Yep.
Good game.
Yep. Both teams want it, and that's struck well.
That's a
wall gone. Yep. Off the fence. Anderson with the home run. And I think as soon as it left the bat, you said it's gone. Yeah, that was well struck. That was well struck. So Anderson got all of that. And with that, they'll take the lead. Catcher, Kiara McGahee. So McGahee steps in, their catcher. Popped out and sacked. Had a sacrifice in the third. Still a one-run game, and not anything big there, as that's to center. And 2 away. Hance really didn't have to move.
There's only 1 out.
Oh, you're right. That's 1 out. That's what I said. 1 away.
Hopefully you're Nostradamus here.
Yeah, I know, right? Does it again. Pitcher and Pegram. And that's lifted out. And that'll go off the wall. Hance was back on it and was all the way to the track. That bounces all the way back in, and that's a double for Pegram. She'll get pinch ran for by
Mackie
Vaught. Courtesy running Mackie Vaught. So Vaught will be on second. First baseman, Kylie Kuykendall. Kuykendall steps into that one. That's well hit. Out of the reach of both Megara and Zog. 1 run will score. And a good job for them. You know, again, fundamentals. You're not going to get the player at home, so throw it in the second
and
keep that at a double.
Yeah, I mean, it was well-struck ball.
Right fielder, Riley Hannon. Hannon all the way at the back of the box. But just like that. Nice job by Franklin. And now there's 2 away.
I like that. Everybody moved on that play. That ball took Norman towards the 5-6 hole. 4 went over and covered third.
Second baseman, Mackenzie Session. Yeah, you did. There was a ton of movement for just a ground ball, but that's good. Everybody thinking about that. Now that's looped, and that's going to fall. Zog gave chase, but that's going to fall in. And a double for Sessions. Outfielder, Olivia C. And this is where they've got to buckle down, Sean. They've been in this position before.
Yeah, just take a breath. It's 3 runs.
Right.
It's not the end of the world.
Right. 2 away, struck. Zog underneath it, and that's it. So the Broncos, and the Broncos pick up 3 every time so far today. We've seen where a team scores, Union comebacks and answers. So they'll do it, and they'll get that chance coming up in the top of the 6th in just a moment. Leading off for Union, third baseman Tetsia Norman. So Tetsia steps in. Down by 3 are the Red Hawks. She looks at her first pitch strike. We're heading into the 6th here. 6 outs to work with. That's lifted to center. C underneath it. And there's 1 away.
Just getting under the ball here a little bit.
Is that getting? Is it pitching, or is that just, hey, I need to hit it out of the park?
A little both.
Okay.
A little both.
Yep.
Not letting it get deep and getting a good level swing on the ball. Dipping our back shoulder a little bit. See, like that.
Like that. Perez ropes that one, and Perez will be on with a single to left field. Nice piece of hitting there.
Is she 2 for 2 this game?
She is 2 for 3.
2 for 3.
First baseman, Jocelyn Williams. So 1 away, Williams up. First pitch catches the outside part of the plate. It's kind of funny, I just heard that big horn, saw that truck kind of roll off on 169 and the big poof of smoke behind him. I'm like, I think we were almost witness to something crazy. Nice backhand there by Keel over to second and in time. Woo!
Good play there by the shortstop.
Yeah, Keel came up with a nice backhand and gets the lead runner. Second baseman, Bailey Dickerson. Little drum solo going on in the
Cat Gibson.
Yeah, Cat Gibson. Yeah.
Got a little bit of rhythm over there in the dugout.
Oh, and that's going to fall. That's going to extend the inning and get the runner to third. Just a little bloop single.
That's all it takes.
To extend this inning and get a runner in scoring position.
A little 2-out rally here.
Take it. Catcher, Trinea James. James steps in. First pitch ball. So first and third, 2 away. James in this game, base hit in the third, then grounded out in the fourth. But again, most of the players in the bottom of the order have done very, very well this afternoon.
And that's what we need. Everybody needs to do their part for the team to be successful.
So 1-2 delivery. Outside, nice eye there, boy. She was thinking. She leaned in. She was thinking. Coach Morgan is going to ask for a little bit of time here.
Looks like Dickerson's on the tire shoe.
Tie her shoe up a little bit. Definitely don't want to trip on those right now.
And it's so hard to tie those shoes with batting gloves on.
That's swung on, and that's going to fall. Oh, and he calls it foul. And that's going to be the third strike. Man, I sure thought I saw some chalk, if you will. But
it was close.
No argument. Well, although Mr. Pease does walk by him, Coach Pease does walk by him and says something to him, so.
It was very close.
Well, regardless, guess what? Not going to change their mind. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. Broncos
got to
coming
hold
up.
them here.
Yep, got to hold them here. Coming up. You're good. Leading off for the Broncos, center fielder Shelby Factor. So again, 6-3, down by 3. We need to go 1-2-3 here this inning, Sean.
That would be really nice.
And get these hot bats back up to plate. First pitch strike. Too high. 1-1. To Franklin. Up, throwing, out.
We're a third of the way there.
Yep. And Franklin man, that kid has grown up a lot just in this season alone from what I've seen.
She has a strong, strong arm.
Next up for the Broncos, number 10, Lacey Gregg.
Between her and JC, I don't play catch with them. They hurt my hand.
I remember you mentioning that before. Gregg up the middle. 4 can't hold on to it, and she'll be safe there. 4 kind of pounds her glove there, upset about it, but it's a reaction, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you either come up with it cleanly or it's going to be a base hit. So what I think is going to happen, they're going to pull Lacey Gregg, and they're going to put back in. Well, no, they're going to bring in number 7. We'll have to find out who that is. There you go.
But I don't see number 6 on the
shortstop, Hannah Keel.
Top of the order.
Yeah, we're back to the top of the order. That's why. Yeah, back to the top of the order here. Keel goes opposite field. Everybody coming in, and Monica Franklin showing the range. Going to throw back to first. Double play.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, my.
What a play. What a play.
Just talked about the fact that Franklin has improved so much this season, and then she comes up with, that's a web gem.
Absolutely.
Back on her heels.
That was money.
Yep. And it was funny to watch Williams make the tag. She didn't have to tag her. She just had her foot.
Tag her,
but she was out twice.
Anyway.
She was out twice.
Let's carry that over in the top half.
Oh, for sure.
Or bottom half of the 7th.
Top half. Well, yeah, carry the defense over. Yeah, because they're going to need it because we're going to go up ahead right here. Union coming up, top of the 7th here in a second. So we're down to 3 strikes here. Or 3 outs, I should say.
3 outs.
Right fielder, Harmony Zog.
Good thing is, you win or lose this game, you play another one no matter what.
Right. You're right back on it. But some momentum here that they need to at least build on.
Right.
Maybe rally a little bit.
Right.
You know, get a couple runners, force the Broncos to play defense. You can still give your team an opportunity. I mean, again, you've said it. 3 runs, that's nothing.
That's nothing in slow pitch softball.
Because you can easily put up a 10 spot. You know,
we've seen it.
Yep.
I think in the Memorial game on Monday, we scored 11 in the first inning.
There you go. There you go. So it can be done.
Can be done.
3-1 now. Zog, so we'll go 10-1-2. And that's a walk. And Zog showing some patience. And she walks. Oh, yes, that absolute gift. Center fielder, Lily Hance. Now, this is the opportunity. Lily has not hit the ball well at all tonight. And this is an opportunity for her to be patient, and that was a strike?
I guess so. I thought it was low.
I thought it was a little low as well. Regardless, it's 0-2 now to Hance. That's okay. I like the patience in her. Now she's got to be patient here and think about it. And she does it, and that's going to get down. And Hance, just like that with the base hit. No panic in her at all.
No.
That was wonderful to see.
Good piece of hitting with 2 strikes.
Shortstop, Monica Franklin. So Franklin steps in. We've talked about the kind of damage she's already done. It's funny, I'm watching their shortstop and Keel tell Prado to back up. She kept saying, back, back. I'm not thinking opposite field. I'm thinking to right.
Popped up.
Popped up to center. Lots of trouble coming in, but Factor with the nice wheels. And there's one away. And again, don't forget on the score bug, it's a little backwards here as the coin toss decided who was going to be the home team. And so on the score bug, it's backwards. Union is the away team officially, even though we're playing at home, and JC4 steps in. The lone senior on this team with an opportunity to extend this inning quite a bit, and she'll do it. Timely hit, base hit. They're going to try to score the run, and they do. So an RBI single for the senior and 4.
She's going to run for herself in this situation.
And that's what she's, and so that, and was that, did she call off?
I don't think so. I just,
I was wondering if she was like, Coach, I got this. That's popped out to right, Hannon underneath, and another run will score. So just like that, a sac fly, and we're down by 1 with Tensia Norman coming up. Third baseman, Tensia Norman. So Norman here, and all she's got to do is extend this inning. Doesn't have to do anything silly. Don't try to hit it out. And that's good patience. She wanted it. She kind of backed off because it wasn't the pitch. I don't know if she was going to be able to do anything with that pitch.
I think she would have just probably either popped that straight up in the air or pounded it right into the turf.
And that'll be deep. 1-1 now. The runner at first is the gimpy JC4. But she's not looking gimpy right now. That swung on and that's lifted. That could fall. Oh, what a catch.
What a catch.
Wow, the second baseman in Sessions with some range.
What
although disappointed, listen, they score 2 and they make Mustang come up with that.
Right. So, hey, we play here in another 15 minutes.
Right.
Shake this game off.
Yep. Positive things to happen. We'll be back with the next game, Union Mustang, coming up in just a few.